Welcome back to Where You Live with Gene and Tony. We have one last segment here before we go today. And right now, this is being brought to you by the Community Associations Institute. The CAI Minute is being sponsored by Start to Finish Contracting. Who is Start to Finish Contracting? Well, they're a motivated and dedicated team of experienced experts with the skills and service to help you in the every facet of your home and business in maintenance. Give them a call at 952-259-1219. That's Start to Finish for your home, for your business, for your peace of mind.
Are you a member of the Community Associations Institute? For nearly 40 years, CAI has provided education and resources to volunteer homeowners who govern community associations and the professionals who support them. Visit caionline.org to learn more. That address again is caionline.org. CAI helps community association board members by providing online resources, in-person training, and hard copy publications written by association management experts. CAI offers community managers professional development, networking opportunities, and a certification program that's established as the industry standard nationwide. Minnesota has its own chapter of the Community Associations Institute to bring resources and tools from community associations around the country right to your home. Visit CAIMN.com to learn more and become a member of CAI today. Your community and management company will benefit from your involvement. Join the Community Associations Institute today at CAIMN.com and click on Membership.
Well, as we wrap it up here today, I was asking the question, who has the greater duty? Is it the HOA? Is it the Homeowners Association? Or is it the individual homeowner? Or maybe does it have to be one or the other? Maybe they're both equally responsible in their roles and in this arrangement of a homeowners association. We've talked about it for a number of weeks now, how often a state legislature will get involved and try to deal with laws to try and understand and I guess and try to control what they see as instances of things being out of control, people being not protected. And a lot of what is involved with a homeowners association comes under consumer protection. We saw that in the state legislature this year with some of the bills that were being introduced. Here's one from Indiana. Governor Mitch Daniels has finally given approval to legislation by a state representative, David Cheatham, there that would protect the rights of families in the event that they've been wronged by the Homeowners Association. It's called Act 1058, that says that a family in a homeowners association, that if that they can go after the association if the association has failed to live up to its contract and responsibilities in areas such as public safety, construction, renovation, and improvements. The Attorney General will be able to respond to these complaints now from residents about alleged activity by homeowners associations and their board of directors. This legislation, it says, was inspired by a series of incidents that have taken place in recent years. Cheatham said that many concerns centered around complaints from homeowners that their neighborhood association was not living up to the contract agreement that they signed to when they moved in. They said, even though we pay our fees for all of these purposes, they said our streets aren't being maintained, our homes aren't being maintained, our landscaping isn't being maintained. And so Cheatham's State Representative Cheatham said, I consider this a top consumer protection bill, and I'm pleased that the governor has agreed to sign it into law. Well, is that really what is taking place? A homeowner association that is not living up to their dues. Is it easy to just characterize that as simply a matter of the board of directors not doing their duty? What do you think? I don't think it can be just that easy. What dynamics could be at play here? Have you thought about that? Number one that comes to mind for me is, an association can only keep that contractual promise to maintain buildings, to replace shrubs and trees, only if all individual homeowners are keeping their promise to make payments to the homeowners association. If you have a number of homeowners who are not making their promise, are not following through with their promise to their HOA, the association may not have the ability to make payments to have that work being to be done. Sometimes, what other dynamics could take place? We've talked about people not participating on the board, people not participating in homeowners meetings. People need to also remember that they have to attend those board meetings. They need to attend those annual meetings in order for the association to move forward. And so I know that there have been some associations where someone has not had the ability to make a decision because you need 3 out of 5 board members to be present, and only 2 showed up. And if only 2 show up, if maybe you only have 3 on the board to begin with, and 1 is sick, you have a board now that becomes unable to be able to move forward with the decisions that need to be made in order to be able to just operate as an association. So are we dealing with something that is just a duty or a responsibility of the association? Could you see how it is possible that some of the reasons for an association not being able to follow through in its responsibility to its homeowners may be that the homeowners, the members themselves, aren't following through on their responsibility to the association? I think that's a real important thing to remember. Another issue or dynamic that can take place here, we talked about homeowners that may not be paying, people not participating. Here's another one. How about people not learning to get along and compromising in their work together in the projects and decisions that need to take place with an HOA? Sometimes a project may not get started because people are not being adult. People aren't working towards a consensus. Instead, people are just being obstructionists, and they're complaining. And that is one of the reasons why they find that things don't take place in their association. Projects don't get done. I'd like to leave you with this analogy, if you will. Think about a couple people that are together in a canoe. And let's say that those people stop paddling. Or let's say those people start paddling in different directions. Do you feel sorry for these people? Or do you look at them with a little bit of humor and say, boy, aren't they being ridiculous? You may laugh at them and you think, they're just being silly. And ultimately, don't you say to yourself when you see a couple people in a canoe like that, wouldn't you just say, aren't they not responsible for their own destiny? If they can't get where they're going, who's responsible? Is it the responsibility of someone else to come up and to be able to move them along? I don't think so. Folks, that's the same thing I think that happens a lot in a homeowners association. And I think people need to realize that it takes the community of homeowners to work together and to everybody to take up their responsibility in order for that association to move ahead smoothly and operate correctly. Well, we're out of time. Folks, thanks so much for joining us on Where You Live with Gene and Tony. Can't wait to have you join us again next Sunday.